What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 13 of the road to 100 million gold. So let's get into how my week has gone and what I've done this week. And it's actually it's an okay week, as we'll see when we get into the data. It's not the best, not the absolute worst. So if we look at the overall numbers, I'm at 25,700,000, and that's a little bit less than last week, a little bit 300k less. But I did invest a good chunk of gold on Stormscale, 520k, spent on primarily battle pets, I think. I don't actually remember, which I should have. But that's what happens when you're on 14 realms. Like, you can't remember what you're doing all the time. So that's what it'd be. Outside of that, we have made gold on most of my realms. I lost gold on Ravencrest, but on Ravencrest, I'm just doing material flipping at the moment. So I'm just every day, or every time I check auctions, most of the time at least, I'll scan for new materials and spend as much of my gold as I can, essentially. And I think I'm up to like 1.5 million or 2 million in just material value posted on the auction house on this realm. So I think it's going well. I'm consistently getting sales. This week has been really good for sales, obviously. So I'm not, that's like, it's going to vary. It's going to be like, oh, this was randomly a day I spent and not gained gold. On Draenor, we're down a little bit. I think this is perhaps the worst one. We're down 1 million in sales compared to last week, which is not so good. It's primarily due to the weekend. Like last week, I had one less day of posting over the weekend, and last week I had 1.4 million from Friday to Sunday, and this week, over the same time period, I just made like 500k. So I haven't been good enough at restocking base legendaries, I think, particularly after the reset, but we'll see. I'm not quite sure how much I have on me at the moment. We'll have to check, but I don't think it's enough. So I think that's the main thing. And then, of course, on Stormscale, I invested a bunch of gold. And then the rest of it is I'm making gold. But of course, if you compare to last week, there are huge differences on some of these realms. And that's just how it is with the markets. I've say this every week. We're doing battle pets and BOEs and stuff. Like one week I'll sell a TCG pet and I'll make 420k gold. The next week I'll only sell low value ones and I'll make 5k. And this week, Emerald Dream, we sold an expensive battle pet on Emerald Dream this week, so I got a huge influx of cash there. I'm definitely don't have that many battle pets. Many of my realms, I'm just posting like 30-40 battle pets, which is too few. I want to be up at around 100 auctions in general. But a lot of my battle pets are just being the prices are lower than my minimum price for a lot of different items, which is not what it should be. So I'll have to see if I can do anything smart. Overall, my sales numbers are much lower than last week, which is not good. 1.3 mil. It's almost most of it is on Draenor. The rest is a little bit variability. I did about the same number of reposts. I'm not like hyper concerned about these differences and stuff. That's just what it is. But Draenor, I'm not sure if I didn't focus enough on the right. I think I'm gonna change my restocking policy for base legendaries and restock more of the most popular ones and less of some of the others. And probably try to unload some of the slots. I'll take a look. You can quite easily check this. We can actually, I'll show you the general principle. So what I could do, it's a little time consuming doing it all in the add-on, but what you could do is if I go to we can go to, let's just do mail. So what I can check is I can check like rank 3 here. And on these, well, okay, it's completely bugged, but there's a number here that says expired since the last sale. But apparently it's not working because it isn't logging to this particular ID. So I have to probably check like the base ID, the base version. Okay, so it's the base version then. You can see they expired since last sale. And for instance, for gauntlets, it says I haven't sold any for... I'm not sure if this is correct, but it says I haven't sold any gauntlets for a month. And I have 214 expired since then, so there's no point in crafting more gauntlets, obviously. But then Helms, Pauldrons, 10 expired since the last one. Okay, keep posting that. Treads, 2 expired. So obviously the ones we expect to sell are selling. So I should take a look at this and see if I can smarten up a bit, and spend a little bit less time on the useless ones, the ones that are just time consuming, and spend less gold on them as well. Because we're still not gold capped on Draenor. We're still not gold capped. Even making 2.4 million in sales, we're hard stuck at 9 mil. So I do have to find a way to get over that hump, because it's really starting to bug me out now. But yeah. Just get sales. Doesn't work. You can't force it. You just have to get more useful items and post them to the auction house. I have had quite good success with the missives and the Crafters Mark II gear. I've been selling that this week as well, which is pretty nice. If you go to the last week, like someone reset missives, like haste missives are up at 700 gold. The same for mastery. I think my crafting cost is like 220 gold, so that's really nice. We have a bunch of Shadow Steel sales, a bunch of them. 168k made over the last week just from these Crafters Mark II gear. That's really good. I probably should just spend more. I have more materials pretty much ready to go, so that's perfect. Obviously, we're selling battle base legendaries on a nice clip. 700k from blacksmithing, 500k from mail gear, 700k from leatherworking, and then about 263k from tailoring. Tailoring price is quite low, but they sell fast. And as you can see, like I've probably sold out on all of the ones that sell. I'm guessing based on this, because I haven't sold any for 3 days. Because they generally sell incredibly quickly, and yeah. As we can see, I still keep spending most of my gold on heavy calicides, and I have a bunch of them, so I guess I have materials ready to rumble for a lot of items, and hopefully we'll get there. We'll get there. I have items ready to sell. I just need to get them to sell and not spend all my gold again, and then we'll finally reach the elusive gold cap on this realm, which has been such a tantalizing prospect, just on the edge of stuff. Yeah, but yeah, that's it for this week. Hopefully, after Easter, I can really start accelerating this, because I'm in the lucky position of actually being able to try going full time for a little while with the Lazy Goldmaker. So that's gonna be fun. It does mean that I'll be streaming every day during EU daytime, so during the daytime, Central European time. I haven't decided exactly on the hours. It's going to depend on some things, and what I'm going to spend my time on as well, because I do want to put out more content on YouTube as well and utilize the time I have to really crank some there. And also making the content better on my blog. I have some ideas, but I'll be taking a week break to recharge and be ready to go after Easter. So if you're celebrating the holidays, I hope you have a safe time. If not, then yeah. By the time this is on YouTube, the holidays is over anyway, so why am I doing this? But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you're still enjoying these updates. If you have any comments, tips, anything you're doing at the moment that you want to hear my input on, just hit me up in the comments, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get that 100 million.